Hello, my name is Ryan O'Connor. I'm a sophomore here in the construction program. I recently transferred from Bethel University in St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm originally from Madison, Wisconsin, and when I'm not in school, I live there with my family in the outlying town of Wanakee. Both of my parents grew up on the west side of Madison, and they were high school sweethearts and were married right out of high school. My mom, Joan, is a stay-at-home mom and does the paperwork for our family business. My dad, Patrick, is the president of his own residential development company, Grand Developments LLC. My dad is a jack of all trades. He can do anything he sets his mind to. When I was 4, we moved from the city to start a farm. We had a 40-acre farmette where we raised 100 head of beef cattle, 100 head of pigs, over 30 sheep, 3 horses, and my favorite, golden retriever puppies. We didn't have all those animals at once, but we tried our hand at all of the basic farm animals. At the same time of living on the farm, my dad was also a real estate broker, stockbroker, and farm insurance salesman. Like I said, he's a jack of all trades. My mom has always supported my dad in all the things that he has done over the years, even when we moved to the farm. She was a city girl and had never worked on a farm until we moved to one. And when my dad was away, she was busy with chores, whether it was feeding cattle or tending to the sheep. I think what she loved the most about our farm, though, was raising our golden retriever puppies. We had 2 female golden retrievers, so we had puppies nearly all year round. I think that was everybody's favorite part about the farm. My 2 older sisters didn't want too much to do with the other animals, but they loved the puppies. My sisters are 3 and 6 years older than me. Lindsay is the eldest, and Kristen is in the middle. Both have moved on out of the house. And Lindsay is married to a middle school principal, Peter Wilson, and they both have a beautiful newborn baby girl, Mackenzie Rose. Kristen is soon to be married and is finishing school out in Colorado. Even though they've moved away, since I graduated from high school, my sisters and I have gotten closer. I guess you could say I was a pretty annoying little brother. My sisters and I went to a private school all of our lives. It was really easy for me to bug them because I would see them and their friends every day. My dad has been by far the greatest influence on my life. He is the second youngest of 7 boys, and his dad went blind when he was in kindergarten. So he learned how to work hard at an early age. That has been his mission, to teach me a hard work ethic for all of my life. He is proud of me no matter what I do, as long as I am doing it wholeheartedly. He is always learning new things and teaching me about them. He has taught me about building, cars, sports, people, and all the other things that I love. Because of him, I have wanted to become a builder. To go along with building, I earned my real estate broker's license last spring. My family and I moved off of our farm in 2000 to build our home in Wanakee. There is where my intrigue for building really took off. Since I was little, I've always taken things apart just to see how they work. My favorite toys as a kid were and still are Legos. When we built our home, I knew nothing of how to build or design. And since then, designing and sketching up house plans has been a hobby of mine. Based off of what my parents and I like, I designed a simple model for our next home. It will be a beautiful home on 20 acres outside the city with a beautiful view of the Madison skyline. It will have a waterfall, a river, a 3-acre pond, and a shed for our animals and machinery. I can't wait for it to be finished. I have many other hobbies. I love being in the water, so swimming and other water sports are what I like to do in the summer. I have been very blessed with being able to do all sorts of different motorsports, such as boating, kart racing, snowmobiling, four-wheeling, and my newest love, dirt biking and motorcycling. As you can see, I am a fan of motorcycles. When I'm not busy working on different landscape projects for my dad, I get to do all of those things. And sometimes I get to mix them in with what I'm working on. I'm a very active person, and the only time I'm sitting is when I'm driving or working meticulously. I love hanging out with friends and making new ones. In going to a small school all of my life, I've been able to participate in all the sports I wanted to. I played baseball, soccer, football, basketball, and golf. My first year of college at Bethel University, I tried out for their soccer team, and it was the first time I had ever been cut from a team. I was injured, so I didn't perform very well. I enjoyed going to school at Bethel. There is a strong sense of community there, and while I was there, I studied business. But I quickly realized in my first semester that business was not for me. It was too late to enroll at Stout, so I took the semester off. That was when I was able to get my Wisconsin real estate broker's license. And I don't plan on using my license anytime soon, but it was fairly simple to get, and I had the time to get it. That spring, I was also able to focus on what I wanted to do with my life and how to do it. That spring, I am now a sophomore here at Stout, and since I love building things, I'm a construction major. I've enjoyed all the things that I've learned here, but I cannot wait for summer. Who can't? Who isn't? Now after coming to Stout, I joined the rugby team. My best friend and roommate, Hawkins, talked me into playing last fall. Things were going swimmingly until the first 10 minutes of my first game. I was tackling a guy and somehow tore a ligament in my knee. I was done for the season, but I still practiced, I just couldn't run. I learned a lot during that time period. By winter, my leg was back to full strength, and I couldn't wait for the spring season. The spring has been so much fun for playing rugby, and I have had no serious injuries, and had so much fun playing. This summer, I plan to do what I've always done since I was 12, and that is work. I love working outside with my hands and seeing the fruits of my labor. And at the end of May, my family is going to Colorado for our vacation to pick up my sister from school, and I will get to see the mountains. When I'm not traveling this summer, I will be participating in a kickball and softball league. They say